Good evening and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus, back with another YouTube roundup. But I've got a fucking special edition for you today. I've got the world champion at IQ 70 and I'm not even taking the piss. Ladies, gents and Pikachus, let me introduce you to Matthew. Oh, sorry, Mark. My mistake. See, my IQ's crap as well. Mark Molloy. This guy is a genius. Let me show you why he is a genius.
Guys, in today's video, I'm going to tell you how I managed to keep a job at McDonald's with an IQ of 70. If you're one of my regular viewers, you'll know that I used to have a very low IQ. I have been working on it for the last year and a half. I've been rehabilitating myself, but in April 2019, I just got fired from a job in construction. I worked as an apprentice carpenter for 1 week and I got fired. Alright, so that was a bit of a setback, but I didn't want to keep me down.
Courage, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't want to let it keep him down, and he didn't. He immediately got back up. Goal line focus. No time to dilly-dally. It's straight on with the job. This man is all business. Excellent recovery, showing fortitude.
I didn't want to let that minor setback keep me down, so I did some research. I knew at this point that, I had a very low IQ and it was holding me back.
Despite being told by reputable doctors that he's too stupid to do anything apart from work at McDonald's, he is doing research. Self-awareness, strategy. I can count on one hand the amount of people I know who do that. Let's continue.
The workplace. So, I did some research and I researched fast food jobs, and I read somewhere on Quora that you'd either have to get caught stealing from the company or not show up for shifts in order to get fired from a job like fast food. So I said, right, I've got a chance here.
Goal setting. He's chosen a legitimate target he knows he can achieve. He's already thought about why he should be confident, and he's approaching the task like a man. Notice he's not driven by money. That's just going to come. He's driven by success.
Because the standards are so low in fast food, I have a chance of getting a job and keeping a job. Now my goal was not to get promoted or be good at my job. It was simply to keep a job in fast food, to get my contract extended at the end of the 3-month probation. Okay? And I think a lot of it comes down to mentality. Alright, so my mentality was, even if I don't get my contract extended at the end of this 3-month probation period, that's fine. I'm not going to give up. I'll get a job at a different McDonald's restaurant, and I'll give myself another 3 months to get the hang of the job, because in Ireland we have this thing called a 3-month probation period. If you get a job, you basically have 3 months to get the hang of the job, and if you haven't got the hang of the job at the end of those 3 months, the company gets rid of you. If you have got the hang of the job at the end of the 3 months, they keep you on.
Humility. He's not thinking about progressing or getting a promotion. He just wants to get in there and be consistently achieving an average. Respectful, well presented. This guy's an employer's dream. I don't care what his IQ is. Dignity. Dignity and self-respect. You cannot buy that if you're an employer, and this guy has it in spades. He has got dignity to spare. Anyway, let's continue and see what else he has to say.
So yeah, that was my mentality. If I get fired from McDonald's Carrick Mines, get a job at a different McDonald's, and give myself an extra 3 months to get the hang of the job. Alright, so the thing is, most people, if they got fired from McDonald's after 3 months, they'd say, oh, it's not my thing, I'm not able for this, and that's the mentality that keeps people down. Okay, so I got the job at McDonald's. I knew it was going to be a struggle. It was a struggle, more of a struggle than I thought it would be. The work was very difficult. I was trained on chicken batch and grill, and they're probably the easiest stations in McDonald's, not apart from the lobby, but I found them very difficult. It took me ages.
This is a safe pair of hands. Not only that, he has self-awareness. He knows his limits, and he's trying to work around them as best he can. It's almost like his mind is a rubber band. It's resisting his urge to stretch it, but he's stretching it so far that when he goes to bed at night, it's actually a little bit larger. So he is literally making himself more intelligent, which actually does fly in the face of Dr. Jordan Peterson's speculated position on low IQ workers. Let's continue.
To get the hang of basic concepts like which tray do the chicken nuggets go into, which tray do the chicken selects go into, stuff like that. And also speed. Can you keep up on a busy day? Can you keep up on a Saturday? Can you keep demand going? And I worked very hard, and things went well. At the end of my 3-month probation period, I was called into the office. The store manager at McDonald's gave me my 3-month probation. He's review. He said, "You're not the best. You're not the worst. You struggle with the pace in the kitchen, but so I think we're going to give you, we're going to make you do more cleaning tasks from now on."
Realistic, hard-working, ambitious, honest. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but almost everyone with high intellect and high intelligence has none of those qualities, or if they do, it's limited supply only. This is a legitimate low IQ genius. This is the supreme heavyweight champion of IQ 70. Now just think, if we didn't live in a Western democracy full of nasty white people and a patriarchy, there is absolutely no way that this diamond would have been uncovered, certainly not in a workplace. I mean, I don't have to tell you how the communist countries treat their special people.
And, so it wasn't a great performance review by any means, but I got my contract extended, so I was delighted. That was what my goal was when I got a job, when I first got that job at McDonald's. Just keep the job, get the contract extended.
I don't know about you, but I actually fist pumped in my head for this guy. I'm rooting for this guy. I'm really in his corner. What a great dude. We'll add charming and endearing to his list of qualities, and so far I'm failing to find anything negative at all. But let's carry on.
I managed to do that, and it was difficult. It was head-wrecking. I get migraines at the end of every shift. And because it took me so long to get the hang of Chicken Patch and Grill, they would just keep me on those 2 stations and lobby. So when I was working at McDonald's Carrick Mines, you'd only ever see me on 3 stations: Chicken Patch, Grill, and the lobby. Okay. Now I work in a different McDonald's. I've been working on my IQ for the last year and a half. So of course my IQ's higher. I find the job easier.
Studious and strangely academic, looking to take on more work all the time. He's working full time, he's trying to improve his IQ, but he's telling himself he should have done more. Really, this is something of a miracle, this guy. I'm so glad that he's found a Western democracy and not been born in Gaza or India or anywhere else.
I'm able to do fries now, I'm able to do the line, handy enough. And that's one mistake I made when I first got the job at McDonald's in Carrick Mines. I feel like I should have worked on my IQ as well on the side. So, as I mentioned before, all I had to do was read for 20 minutes a day to improve my IQ. So, yeah, I would have worked on my IQ as well as work at McDonald's if I could go back in time. But you can't change the past. So, yeah.
That was strange. Did you notice that when he said, "I wish I could go back in time, but I can't"? Regret, but he was thinking about, can I?
Yeah, look, if you have an IQ of 70, you're not unemployable. There are some jobs you can do, you can keep. You just gotta work hard at it, have a very good work ethic, show up for all your shifts on time, and just push yourself on every shift. Like you look at McDonald's, a lot of the people there, they show up late, they do a lot of no-shows, they call in sick a lot, and, so a lot of the people there, they just don't take the job seriously. Like, a lot of the people who apply are 16, 17-year-olds. They're in school. They get the job. They might work there for 2 weeks or a month and then quit.
Gratitude, rating yourself in with other people. So he's like a high-achieving average guy. He's not a thick guy anymore. He's actually in the top of the average bracket. That's a miracle, ladies, gents, and Pikachus. No word of a lie. A miracle. Now just think of the amount of people that we have of high intelligence that will never get anywhere near that bracket of achievement and that self-worth. They will never feel like he does.
Because of that high turnover rate, the standards are very low, and that gives low IQ people a chance of keeping a job there. So always keep that in mind.
Finally, direct and to the point. He doesn't gas, he doesn't go on forever and use a lot of extra words. You can understand everything that guy said. He didn't trip over once, no stuttering. Looked at the camera, confident. Ladies, gents, and Pikachus, meet Mark Molloy, the legit supreme heavyweight champion in the IQ 70 bracket. Not only that, think how many millions of people in the world, if they had his attitude and his work ethic, would actually be high achievers like millionaires and billionaires and inventing the thing we're going to be buying next week. So in conclusion, Whatever the state of your life or your mind or whatever mistakes you've made, just think. Be like Mark Molloy and you'll make the most of it. You'll do well. Really. Oh, I love that guy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And Mark Molloy and his genius at IQ 70. And I will see you next time. Bye now. Bye. That guy, really.